Yeah, exactly. Well, we just heard Mark sing, and he has a unique opportunity to be able to sing and to teach and speak. He's a voice of hope. And you know, this is really the season of hope. Christmas is all about hope, peace, and joy. And Mark, we'll welcome you to real life.
Yay.
We're so glad that you're here with us.
Thank you.
Yes,
First time with us, I think.
Absolutely.
We've been here 4 years, so anything, but we don't air 37 years.
That's amazing.
So we have a tradition when you come on for the first time. We want our family to get to know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Terrific. Well, my name is Mark, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I've been there for 23 years.
We moved here from Tennessee.
Did you really?
Franklin.
Well, that's where I live.
Oh, really?
That's amazing.
Oh.
We were neighbors.
Yes, I thought you looked familiar from Kroger, I think it was. But I grew
Publix,
up
we were
in Minneapolis, and I'm so grateful that I was raised in the church. But you know, to be honest with you, my journey as a believer has I felt a lot of times like it wasn't working for me. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like sometimes I felt like it was working for everybody else, but it wasn't working for me. So this journey for me to know what hope is, to understand what hope is, and to communicate it really comes out of this quest to really know what the gospel message is. Like, what is the truth at its core that I can hang my hat on and hang my life on as well?
Well, I'm a big definition guy.
Yeah.
So when you say hope, tell us what you mean.
Well, it can be a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
Right.
Sometimes we think about hope like, boy, I hope the football team wins this weekend, something like that.
And we do.
Right, of course. For me, hope is not an emotion. It's not something that we're just kind of hanging our hats on. But for me, hope is a posture that I choose to adopt every single day. When I'm in my right mind, of course. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
You know? So hope to me is a posture to stand up and say, I'm going to look at life through a lens of hope. And that includes a few different things. One is that God is in this, that He's telling the story, that even though I can't see the story that's being written, or I don't like the chapter that I'm in right now,
That's true.
trusting that God is right in the story and that He has something good in mind for me.
And that's probably where a lot of us get stuck, in that God has something good in mind for me.
Right. Well, because we define good in different ways, right?
Yes,
Good,
we do.
sometimes we think good means fun and happy. Sometimes good, as you know, the older we get, we realize that good is more significance, right? And kind of a sweetness in spite of the bitterness and the pain. So I choose to look at life with that lens of hope, and which helps me to keep going through the circumstances. Because hope isn't about just having good circumstances. It's about being able to have faith and love and vision for the future in spite of the circumstances.
Well, there's another component, and it's the ability to do it, to press yourself forward in action and do it. Now, I'm looking at
so hard.
some of the work that I've got just here in front of me of yours.
Right.
You know,
You're a busy guy.
Creative output.
Yeah.
None of this, any one of these is a big job.
You are correct. Thank you for saying
So
that.
now I'm looking at your Christmas music, which is a beautiful job, and I love the music. We've listened to it in the car.
Thank you. Thank you
So
so
this
much.
is different. It's different.
Yeah, it's kind of,
It's different, and
It's not all
different's good.
traditional songs. It has songs I never heard of, but they were easy to pick up and catch
Thank you so
on.
much.
You know,
So Christmas is great now, but this Messenger project, can we talk about that for just a few minutes?
Absolutely.
This is different.
Yeah.
This isn't a regular book. Tell us about it.
Right. Well, you know, if somebody would say, write a book about hope, you know, and have 3 points, that's not great. Somebody more qualified can do that. But I feel like as a creative person, if I can somehow encapsulate some of these truths in a compelling story, that was my goal. So I set this fable in a Norwegian mountain village. And it's really about facing that mountain that stands in front of you. And for some of us, that might mean putting down the bottle. It might mean writing an email to somebody that you've been disconnected from.
Right.
For some people, that mountain is having a relationship with God for the first time.
That's right.
And but when we take that step of faith and courage, when we're brave, then God can meet us with that hope and that help from above. So I made a soundtrack to go with it as well. Since I love music, I couldn't just write a book. I had to do a soundtrack.
Did you orchestrate the soundtrack?
Well, it's not orchestrations as much as it is a CD project, like these songs I've been singing.
So did you write the you wrote the music?
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh,
So this
you're
is
a writer.
this is a fictional piece.
It is.
And it's about Thomas.
You are correct.
I'm not going to say anything else. No.
Yeah, thank you. Thomas is a lot like me. Maybe.
What's the time period that it's set in?
Well, to be honest with you, it was probably in the early 1950s, because Thomas's daughter is struggling with polio, so it was just prior to them getting the cure for that. And so that's a lot of it. Is like, God, where are you when my daughter's sick? When there's nothing I'd rather do as a father to heal my daughter? Where are you in the midst of this?
Yeah.
So I really wanted to dive into that.
Well, that's the big question.
Absolutely.
That's
And
a
I
big
think it's
question.
summed up, if you don't mind me saying, in the one word we use this time of year, Emmanuel. God is with us. He's never leaving us. He's with us. And that's what I want to know more than anything, and what I would want to encourage other people to know as well, is that you're not alone in this journey that you're going through. That God is with us, and He's holding us. He's got the whole world. You know? And that means you and me, brother. You and me,
That's
sister,
right.
right?
That's right.
He's
He
got
does.
us. He's got you in your hands no matter what you're going through. That, to me, is where hope is found.
And that's a great encouragement for all of us, especially during the Christmas holiday, in that sometimes you don't have hope around this time
It can
of
be
year.
a very
you know?
painful time of
It
year.
is for many, many people, and many people watching are watching without any sense of hope, any sense of excitement about Christmas. Christmas should have a sense of wonder to it. There should be, not about just gifts, but the wonder of Christmas.
Wonder. Can I add to that? Anticipation is
That's
a big
good,
part of it,
yeah.
and I think that's a huge element of hope as well. Sometimes we're waiting,
Right.
like we're waiting to open our gifts, but we're also waiting to open those things that God has coming for us. So there's this a sense of patient anticipation that is really a basis of hope.
Maybe that's where you